I just wanted to say thank you for coming out this evening. I know most of you here personally, but that just means that much more to me, the amount of support that you guys have provided. And it really means a lot. I've watched my mom work with refugees since like '99. And, you know, there are days like I feel really bad. I have to go to school, or, you know, if I was working or just didn't live at home, to know that she was out in the field by herself, like picking up, delivering refrigerators. And this is a 5-foot little lady. But, you know, she's inspired because of her experience as a refugee. I'm inspired because she's my hero. And just watching the amount of love that she has for people, like, really is inspiring for me, you know? Yeah, so what we did, I'm kind of nervous, sorry. Basically, watching the work that she's been exerting, you know, I felt, okay, well, maybe it's the next step where there's a lot of people out there in this world that really don't even know what a refugee means or the definition of a refugee, and don't really understand, you know, just the whole process, you know. So we created Tiyya Locals, not, you know, just mainly to, you know, provide that community and, you know, just express like how much help that we need. So we do have a sign-up sheet that's going around, and hopefully a few of you, even if it's just one person tonight, can maybe sign up as a volunteer, so we can give you a call and let you know when we do need assistance. And community events like this, like, really bring together like-minded people, and I'm happy to say that this is our second event that we've hosted, and both times, like, I'm just excited by the type of positivity and energy. So thank you. And I have this book in my hand by this woman named Hussein, and she wrote the book called The Spirit of Intimacy. And when I first picked it up, you know, I was kind of hesitant. Oh, okay, another relationship book. But no, actually, she's a lot deeper than that. She, you know, she expresses about how we as an individual, we're actually, you know, just a spirit having a human experience, and other people that we come across too are also spirits, and that relationship that you develop with one another, it's its own spirit, you know. That spirit could be called, you know, that loving work that needs to be put in. And there's a part here I wanted to read to you guys. It's called The Embrace of Community. She says, community is a spirit, the guiding light of the tribe, whereby people come together in order to fulfill a specific purpose, to help others fulfill their purpose, and to take care of one another. The goal of the community is to make sure that each member of the community is heard and is properly giving the gifts that he has brought to this world. Without this gift, the community dies, and without the community, the individual is left without a place where he can contribute. The community is that grounding place where people come and share their gifts and receive from one another. When you don't have community, you're not listened to, you don't have a place where you can go to and feel that you really belong. You don't have people to affirm who you are and support you in bringing forward your gifts. This disempowers the psyche, making you vulnerable to consumerism and all things that come along with it. Also, it leaves many people who have wonderful contributions to make holding back their gifts, not knowing where to put them. And without the unloading of our gifts, we experience a blockage inside, which affects us spiritually, mentally, and physically in many different ways. We are left without a home to go to when we need to be seen. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, because you guys, you know, just having the support that you guys have, just having the type of support that you guys have provided, whether it's just buying a shirt or telling people, you know, about the work that my mom's doing. You know, there's no way to really sum it up other than you guys have really, like, fired that motivation and have really opened my eyes to see, you know, my own life's purpose. And I do dedicate my life to helping these refugees. You know, I too am a refugee. You know, we arrived here when I was like 4. So I've seen the experiences that my parents have gone through, and you know, you walk out the door and, you know, culturally you're taught like how to uphold that pride, that dignity, upholding, you know, your family's like reputation. But, you know, we're talking about human beings that have lived through war, have seen casualties, have watched their neighbors before them, their family members before them, just murdered, you know, off of what? Resources, you know, politics. You know, these are people who have lost their land, who had to flee to find refuge, you know. So, and when they do find their refuge, you know, there could be people like right now in Haiti, you know, living in tent cities. Like, we're talking about a huge population of the world that, you know, they're just amazing beings, you know, just getting by with like just basic necessities. And, you know, we have so much luxury out here that we take for granted. And meeting these refugees, like, has been really humbling. And people always ask me, like, hey, you know, why don't you put on an event and, you know, ask these refugees to come and talk, and, you know, let's talk about the refugees, or let's share a story and give us a sad short, like, sad story, Meymuna. And I know that stuff sells, but we're talking about a different population that has so much pride. You know, they just, so much pride, so much dignity, like homes. And these are people that have seen wars, that had to flee their countries, and, you know, they just ask you, you know, come in, sit down, and, you know, happily are just grateful that you came for a simple visit, you know. And then you ask them, hey, you know, there's going to be a fundraiser for you. There's these people out here that, you know, that want to help. And, you know, oh, you know, just tell them, you know, thank you. And, you know, maybe, you know, depending on their cultural background, you know, just send out like a little prayer to that stranger. But that simple gratitude, you know, has really humbled me and has made me, you know, really thankful. And I can't express how much, you know, you guys' support means. So thank you for being here tonight.